described that. That was just absolutely spectacular.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Donnelly, voice of the Charlotte Rush. It is a video Friday, January the 5th. We're in the coach's office of the Charlotte Rush, talking Charlotte Rush hockey. Our first videos of 2018. And we're going to have Trevor Jewell now. We're going to talk about the Charlotte Rush Premier Team. And Trevor, first off the bat, we have some exciting news to share. And I'm going to let you share it with our viewers in case you haven't heard.
Well, obviously, if anybody hasn't heard, Ryan Crothers has now accepted the interim head coaching job with Chicago Steel, the United States Hockey League. So congratulations to him, first of all. We're very proud of that. I'm very proud to say I was able to work with him. And, you know, that's a huge accomplishment, not just for him, but this program and this organization. And, you know, that I think it speaks volumes to what we're able to do as a program, not only with players but with coaches as well. So congratulations to Ryan, and you know, now the transition begins, and I think we couldn't be more excited down here for him and more excited for ourselves down here as well.
So again, Ryan Crothers now up in Chicago, and I know when I first heard the news, it was certainly with mixed feelings because I love working with Ryan. He's been very kind to me. He's done a wonderful job with this organization, brought along some great people behind him, great coaches, but certainly very happy for him. The United States Hockey League, great junior league, Chicago Steel, one of the premier organizations in that league. So congratulations to Ryan. We're very happy for him and know that he'll bring success to that organization. Well, Trevor, congratulations to you now. You are going to be the new coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier, continue to be the coach of Elite. And I was thinking about this transition. You've been with Ryan now for over 2 years. The players know you. You're on the bench with Premier with them. I would imagine this is going to be a fairly smooth transition.
You know, I wasn't here to see the meeting with players. I was still with my family, and you know, I've heard that you know, obviously it came with some shock, and it came with some shock to me as well, because I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting to get that phone call on New Year's Day morning and things like that. But you know, at the end of the day, I think you know, some of us kind of saw it coming, because Ryan, he's so good at what he does. He's so good at, you know, pursuing what he wants to do, and he does everything, you know, to professional standards. So I kind of figured it would happen eventually. I didn't know it was going to happen this early. I thought it would happen either after the season or, you know, over the summer or something like that. But, you know, initially I think the players were shocked. I think, you know, it's a little bit of a transition for them, obviously seeing a different face and hearing a different voice, but that voice will speak the same language. Ryan has always, they've known to come and understand. So you know, that's the biggest thing, is just kind of getting used to having a different face, managing the bench and things like that. But you know, I think they've taken it with open arms now. I think it took a little bit of a few days to adjust, and we're getting back after it the way we usually do in normal practices now. And I think we've been buzzing, we've been moving, and the guys have been very, very helpful. You know, not just to me, but the other two guys on staff and the captains and the leadership group have been very accepting and very willing to help us with whatever we need. And I've liked to communicate that with them a little bit more and make sure we're all on the same page, you know, obviously, as we go through this transition. So definitely a little bit of shock for them, because I don't think any of them saw it coming, but you know, they're still here and they have one goal, and that's to win a championship, and that's what we're all here to do. So we all buy into that one goal, and we understand what's at stake, and we understand what we need to do daily and prepare for daily. So we're pretty excited.
So, again, congratulations to Ryan Crothers, the new interim head coach and assistant general manager of the Chicago Steel of the United States Hockey League. And also congrats to Trevor Jewell, the new head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier. Well, let's talk about the Premier and what they did last time down in the showcase in Florida in Fort Myers, the last games before Christmas. And things went very well, Trevor. Talk about the highlights of what the Premier Club did, getting 4 wins down there in Florida.
Yeah, you know, again, and just like Elite, they came out, performed, did the things they needed to do. I thought our power play was working very well at that level. The goaltending was phenomenal, obviously, with Sam Best and you know, Drew Benedict and Rodriguez and such. I think you know, again, 3 very good goaltenders that help us perform at you know, any point in the game. Defense was very good. I thought Matthew Hedlund had a great weekend. Joe Palermo had a great weekend. You know, Nick Izagari, another great weekend. Dill, I mean, you could go down the list. I mean, every guy on that team is able to perform and able to chip in some sort of way. And I'm very, very proud of what they were able to accomplish in those 4 games. You know, I think the Richmond one kind of stuck out a little bit because that really helped the team build and grow as a team. And I thought, you know, they performed well. They put the puck in the net when they needed to. Power play was unbelievable that game. And then, you know, you take away games against Tampa, games against the Eels. I mean, everything they did was, they played 50 minutes. They moved pucks. They stayed out of the box for the most part. And I thought our penalty kill was very good as well. Defensive zone needed a little bit of work, which, we'll get to work on next week. And, outside of that, the offensive zone, we were getting pucks to the net. We were getting bodies to the net. Guys like Chandler doing his job. Demakopoulos, another player that's been very good as of late. So, I mean, we have the new year to start performing. And, again, same thing goes with them is, we got 12 games to prove ourselves. The wins we've had in 2017 are now gone. We have 12 games to get ready for playoffs and make sure we're in the right position to win a championship, or a regular season championship, and then win another championship through playoffs.
And again, when Trevor's 50 minutes, he's not saying they played all but 10 minutes. The showcase events are 2 25-minute periods. So when he says they played for 50 minutes, they played for the entire game. So just wanted to clarify that, because I know it took me a while to get used to the fact that the showcase games are just 2 25-minute periods for 50 minutes, because they play so many games in a short period of time. Trevor, want to talk about the premier goal?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Good, I'm glad you caught that, Trevor.
He's been very good for us throughout the entire season. He's a kid that really likes taking on the pressure and taking that kind of role on. And he comes and prepares as like a true professional. And day in and day out, he's working, doing the extra things he needs to do. And again, it's not just him; it's the other three as well. I mean, and kudos to our goalie coaches, John Keating and Brian Holland, and for doing the things they do and making sure those guys are prepared and ready to go for every weekend. Breaking down video, showing them articles and things like that, just to help them, become more of a professional each day in and day out, and preparation type things and all that kind of stuff. But you can't say enough about Sam Best. He performs extremely well. He's gaining a lot of interest from schools, and also another very smart kid. So I mean, school should be no issue for him. But at the end of the day, he's winning hockey games and doing the things he loves to do, and he's having fun doing it. So we're very happy to have him.
Charlotte Rush this weekend playing the Potomac Patriots at home, our first action following the Christmas break. And first of all, Trevor, we're going to be a bit short-handed. Got in a little trouble there with the Richmond club down in Florida, and we have some suspensions looming. Tell us what you know at this moment.
I know we'll have at least 1 or 2 guys out for sure. Just waiting to hear back from the league on some other things. We'll make sure we do our due diligence there and make sure we have all our bases covered and stuff like that, because obviously we can't dress guys that aren't supposed to be there. But at the end of the day, we can't think about it. We have to prepare like everyone's going to be out. So we'll prepare accordingly and make sure that we touch base with the league and understand what is expected of us tomorrow and Sunday, and we'll make sure we do everything right and make sure we're ready to go for tomorrow. But at the end of the day, you can't think about it too much. We have the guys that we need to have in the lineup, and we'll be just fine. I gives the other guys a little bit more of an expanded role, and I think you'll see a lot of different guys step up tomorrow and do some things they don't normally get to do, and you'll see a very good hockey game.
Trevor, thank you for the thoughts and observations about the Charlotte Rush Premier Team. The new head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier Team, Trevor Jewell. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
All right. Charlotte Rush this weekend playing Potomac Patriots. The elite game will get underway Saturday at 5 o'clock, and approximately 8 o'clock the premier team will face off against Potomac. Then on Sunday, 9:20 is the face-off for the elite, and 12:15, 12:30 will be the face-off for the premier club. Hey, thanks very much for watching our Charlotte Rush video. And this video Friday, a little bit of a different twist this week. It's Friday, January the 5th, and we look forward to the 2 games for the premier club this weekend against Potomac, and also the 2 games for the elite team against the Patriots as well. I'm Tim Donnelly, voice of the Charlotte Rush. Thank you so much for watching.